when Steph Curry pulls up from the logo there for that three-pointer in the third quarter?
Best player in basketball right now. And it's unreal. I mean, Brad Wanamaker now on the bench is cracking up at just how, first of all, fortunate we are to see that. And then, two, how it's just, like, so effortless. I worked out with him before the game, so I see him out there fooling around. But, when you're in the heat of it and the guys has, no conscience, just pull from 40 feet. It's amazing. It's amazing. You got to be there.
Did you maybe have a sense before the game that you might have a night like this?
Every night he steps out there, you got to expect it. I mean, guys, his preparation is top notch. I learned a lot from him, since I've been back, just how he prepares his mind and body. And he just loves, being out there again. He missed, 98% of last season, and he's just, happy to be back out there competing, at a high level and, playing a game that he loves.
Steve said he thought this is the best he's ever seen Steph. Obviously he's a guy who's won a couple MVPs, won unanimous. Is this the best you've ever seen him?
That's a loaded question. You just gotta look at the body of work. I think that speaks for itself. What he's been able to do over the last 12 seasons. His growth from a rookie to 3 championships, a couple MVPs. His body of work it speaks for itself, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down at all. I think he's starting to play from an even higher place in between the ears, and he's seeing the game a little bit differently. And with so many new bodies and new faces on the team, he's still found a way to still show up, and every team knows that Steph is going to get whatever he wants. And I just think it's remarkable to for him to come back. Tonight, I don't even know how many. I think he had 57. Come on, man. It's crazy. The team scored that in the half.
When he does score 57, you guys lose. Does that sting more than even like a normal loss?
No, tonight was fun, man. We obviously we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I think from a standpoint of continuing the battle after they came out and punched us early, getting it back to within 6 at the end of the first, 8 at halftime, just continue to fight. We knew they were going to come out, with a sense of urgency after what we did to them last game, and they just kind of sustained it, all night. Obviously, the ball bounces a couple ways, different way here and there, and it's a totally different game. But we gave ourselves a chance all the way down there to the end, having the poise not to foul, and give ourselves a chance there at the end. And Draymond said, come playoff, we're preparing for the playoffs. Come playoff time, you can't let Luka Doncic beat you. And you got to give Max Kleber, credit for knocking down that shot. But, come playoff time, that's just totally different pressure on that shot. So we did what we wanted to do, get the ball out of his hands and make somebody else beat us.
When you first came into the game, you guys got off to a slower start, and you really brought in some energy, and I think you scored 16 points in like the first quarter. Just when you entered the game, what were you looking to bring to kind of get you guys out of that slower start?
It's my calling card, bring the energy. Just getting into the ball defensively, starting a little bit of chaos out there, and we start getting a couple stops together. And, if we get we keep the offense in front of us, rebound the ball and get out and run. Coach says it all the time, one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA. And, you got to give it up to your teammates for finding you when you're open, making the right play. And, the preparation, putting in the shots, getting up the reps, and just going out there and believing in yourself. And tonight was a culprit of that. It's been, crazy and an adventurous year, so to speak. But, it was a lot of fun out there, regardless of the outcome. And I think, if we can, continue to leave the game with this kind of feel, win, lose, or draw of, still being upbeat, still being positive, optimistic, and, just going out and enjoying ourselves, I think we'll be right where we need to be when the time's right. I got off topic there, my bad, but yeah.
How difficult is it as a defender when some of these stars are getting the lean in foul calls on pump fake jumpers?
Oh man, I mean, I think it's just not. I just don't think it's a basketball play. I mean, and as a defensive-minded guy, a guy that loves defense, you kind of putting us at bay. When you give the offensive player that kind of upper hand, a little bit of physicality has been taken out of the game. It's starting to come back a little bit. You're able to be a little bit more physical, on the ball. But it's some stuff that I'm sure they'll do a good job of kind of weeding that out because. If a guy steps back and you go up the contest, and I feel like if an offensive player breaks the plane of just a regular jump shot, and I think something got to change. And then they called the travel on Steph when he went to do it. So, but it's the game, man. You gotta that stuff really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's all about executing and just kind of taking the ebbs and flows and just trying to come out on top at the end.